We are back here on Weather Command. More than 60 million people bracing for a post-Christmas winter storm. New York City is bracing for a pretty big snow and heading into the final weekend of 2025. Some saying it's about time. Anytime the nation's largest city has plowable snow in the forecast, though, disruptions, they are all but a guarantee. So how much snow could we see? I think it's reasonable to say maybe around a half a foot. A range of about 5 to 8 inches is what we're calling for. And for more on this, the city of New York is preparing ahead of the storm. Zach Iscol, Commissioner for New York City Emergency Management, joins us in studio. Zach, thanks for joining us. It's already a pretty busy period of the year between Christmas and New Year. Now we've got this winter storm, and it very well could be one of the largest snows of the season. You guys remember how to prepare for this thing, though,
Absolutely.
even though it's been a minute. What's going on at the Emergency Management Office?
So we start preparing for snowstorms the day after snow season ends. We start doing exercises. Sanitation department starts prepping their equipment.
Yeah.
We start purchasing salt and brine and all the stuff that we need for snowstorms. So a lot of work that goes into it. And then days in advance of this particular snowstorm, we start working very closely with the National Weather Service, all of our agency partners, to really start preparing the city for this event.
When it comes to a system like this, there's been a lot of talk. And I mean, we're focused on New York City because very well it could be in the zone where we see the highest snow totals. Maybe into the lower Hudson Valley, maybe into Connecticut where we get closer to a foot. But there will be some warm air associated with it. Is there a wrinkle in that forecast as far as how you guys will strategize and plan for it? Because what if we get some ice into New York City? That would change the game just a little bit.
So every single weather event is different in how you prepare for it, in terms of the implications and the potential impacts of that, right? A snowstorm in the middle of the holiday season on a weekend is very different than when school is in session, right? And if you have, based on, rising temperatures, freezing temperatures, you might have to contend with ice the following day. So you really have to do a real analysis. But at the end of the day, we are always preparing for the worst case scenario, which is what we're doing now, right? And so we'll have salt spreaders out on the streets today. We will start plowing as soon as we reach plowable depths of over 2 inches of snow. We have emergency crews on standby, tow trucks around the city, and then doing a lot of messaging, urging New Yorkers to do their part as well, to stay off the roads, monitor the forecast, and help out their neighbors who might need some help.
There has been one thing not lacking in the city this season. I'll say December. It's been cold air. We have had a lot of it, especially at the beginning of the month, and there's been a bit of a reprieve through the middle part of the month. But now with the return to this cold air, I think there's questions. Will this snow stick around? I think with the storm that we're going to get Sunday, a lot of it's going to melt. But I would imagine that when you look at a total snow totals from a storm like this, 6-7 inches could maybe stick around for a while. I mean, how do you plow those roads in the city where everyone's parked on the sides? I mean, there's got to be some management with the snow, much like the trash, right? It can get overwhelming.
So again, that's one of the things you have to contend with. We can suspend alternate side parking. We can suspend trash pickup. Again, a weekend storm has some less implications for some of those big decisions that we need to make during other periods of the week or other periods of the year, but certainly something that we need to contend with. And I think you're right. We will see what happens in the days afterwards with temperatures, potential rain, and how long this snow sticks around. With
the onset, we are looking at, just a few hours away. So we can't thank you enough again for coming in studio, because we're a few hours away from it happening. Evening commute. Are there some concerns? That's something 100%. That you guys will be watching?
I think that's a big concern for tonight. It's a holiday weekend. Really hoping and asking people to travel early, right? I mean, we could start to see flurries earlier. We're expecting probably around 5-6 p.m., the heaviest starting around 7. But people need to monitor the forecast. And if you can travel home early, please do that. Because also remember, this is not just New York City, it's the entire tri-state area. Yeah. And so folks that are commuting home, you want to make sure you're home by the time these snow flurries really start.
And you had mentioned that the trucks were already out there. Yesterday, we talked to the sanitation department, and they were talking about how picking up even trees, which is a thing this time of year. Those same workers are the ones that are plowing the streets. So a little bit of patience goes a long way. And I think the biggest piece of advice to drive home, we hear it a lot when there's snow. Stay home if you can.
Yeah, and I think the other thing is if you see a city worker, especially a sanitation worker, in the next couple of days, thank them. We have so many folks from across the city that were working yesterday on Christmas. A lot of families were unwrapping presents with their families. They were out working, preparing their trucks, loading up with salt. We had others that were, preparing the city at our agency. A lot goes into this, and we really have a huge debt of gratitude to the men and women who make it happen.
No doubt about it, as you had mentioned, to underscore this time of year, too, when a lot of people are with families. Well, we appreciate your time this morning joining us in studio. Of course, we'll be watching this system. Zach Iscol, Commissioner for New York City Emergency Management. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thanks, Stephen. Always great to be with you.
All right.